just about 41 days ago, I quit my job, and the next day, after my last day of work, I flew all the way to Europe with my girlfriend, and we just took the cheapest flight wherever it landed us.
Where are we going? Cheapest place we could find.
I feel like a lot of my life is like totally lost control and consistency. We go from country to country just buying the cheapest flight possible. Went from like Netherlands, Malta, Vienna, and we just bought the cheapest flight train. And now we're in Brno, Czechoslovakia. I don't know. It was insane, and I was kind of having a moment to like reflect. It's currently like 5 a.m. It's actually 5 a.m. in the morning, and it's been pretty like non-stop, a lot of travel, a lot of interesting things, but mostly like some like gluttony, and like you're just kind of losing that vibe of having a constant work routine where you're just getting in, pumping in hours, being at a dead-end job. And I just kind of want to take a moment, sit down, reflect. And I'm 22 years old, and I just quit my job for the first time, and I have no other source of income. So I kind of just want to document this phase of my life. Like, I'm in literally the Czech Republic, not Czechoslovakia. I don't know why I said that, but it's like a weird language. It's a weird people. It's far away from what I've ever done, and I have like little sense of how I'm gonna get money. But I do have a lot of regrets that I just kind of want to sit down as writing, reflecting on, and I'm spending a lot of time just kind of like trying to be a little more purposeful with the rest of my life. I don't want to have a lot of just bot modes where you just stare at a wall and get money. I'd rather be really, really poor in a bridge, having purpose and doing good to other people in my life, than to just work for money and have no gain to other people. I want to be great. I want to be a founder. I want to be something large in my life. And I have had these ambitions since I was like 16 years old. I was really ambitious. I used to sneak out every night just to feel like I could progress and challenge myself and push myself. I've learned a few different languages, and I studied at university, just kind of wanted to push myself, taking hard classes, and I think none of that has actually pushed me in this phase of my life. I think I'm getting a little more complacent and indifferent and indecisive. So I kind of just want to sit down and be a little more reflective, and I kind of want to talk to you guys, you listening right now that I'm not looking at all. I'm going to talk to you about some of the regrets that I currently have. Like a few of them, like phone addiction clearly is a massive one that I think a lot of people are. They're chronically online, and I think it's such a sink in your potential in life. You're not very purposeful. You're not very obvious with what you want to do, and it's hard to reach your goals that way. Not working too hard. I mean, clearly it's hard not to work hard over and over again, and you kind of get tired. Number 3, I have not working for people that inspire me. I think the job that I just started working at, it was with this very old lady. All respect to her. She was a research scientist, and I had a class with her, and she was a professor of mine, so I thought it may be a good opportunity as soon as I got out of college to get this job. And it was really interesting cardiovascular research, and I really was invigorated by the ability to do science, but the day-to-day had nothing to do with natural growing. It had nothing to do with very much pushing yourself. It was more clock in, clock out, and I wasn't inspired. She showed up 2-3 days a week, sometimes no days a week, and it wasn't in an environment that pushed me or made me look up to the people I was around. It was more of an environment of get money and do the bare minimum, and that's not how I want to live my life. I'd rather work 16-hour days than 4-hour days and not have any purpose in my life. I don't know, so that was a big one. Living too sedentary, obviously that's so addicting with the phone. I had a big TikTok career when I was younger, and I think quitting that was a pretty fatal flaw of mine. I think I had an obsessive ability to think about it. I went to sleep and I was just thinking and dreaming about what video to make next, or watching the views go up. And I think once the positive feedback loop like fell away, I lost a lot of my desire to keep going over and over. To have the desire, I've had like a lot of social embarrassment, and I kind of just want to shed a lot of that. It's obviously pretty difficult to be a human, you know. And lastly, I just kind of wanted to keep a little bit more close friends in my life, and just make sure that you have a strong network of people that you get to bounce good ideas with, bounce bad ideas with. I heard this quote with like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. He's saying that Charlie always kept him really wary of being procrastinating. He kept him that way. So I think it's a good idea, is try to keep yourself surrounded by people that keep you accountable, grow a little bit, and try not to get too complacent. So yeah, I'm in Brno right now. I literally have no idea what kind of content I make, but I really want to make something that's I like to make and I want to watch. I don't think I would want to watch this video, to be completely honest. So if you guys made it this far, I love you guys.